Ready?
Do it.
What's going on, guys? Angel Talamontes here with Click Leads Local. Today we're at the Pinnacle Insurance Studio with Brad Nowak. Nowak. Sorry,
Nowak.
excuse me.
Awesome.
Nowak.
Nowak.
No whack.
No,
Not
got
whack
it.
at all.
Nowak.
No
Nowak.
walking.
Dang.
Troy with the intro.
Thanks, Angel. Troy Thompson with Pinnacle Insurance. I'm super excited today to talk to Brad Nowak with Prime Lending.
Bay equity.
Or, why am I saying? Oh my God. Bay
Change
Equity.
that.
Because
It was-
we got to know each other when you were back at Supreme. Then you were
Yep.
Prime. Now we're at Bay
Now at
Equity,
Bay
which is where it's at. But Brad, very excited to have you on the show.
Yes.
And just to hear about your story basically. And I think the first thing we like to do when we start out is just ask you how you got into the business, how you got into mortgages, and what drew you to that.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks, Brad Nowak with Bay Equity Home Loans. Thanks for having me on, guys. We've been watching your videos for a while, so I
Love
was just like, gave Troy a call, or we had lunch, and I'm just like, get me on there.
Let's do it.
this.
Yeah, let's have some
So,
fun.
Yeah, for sure. So, but no, I've been lending for about 8-9 years now. Kind of really got back full time in November of 2011. I had a bunch of like odds and sales jobs, like door to door, some insurance sales, and I
You
eventually,
went door to door.
oh yeah,
We have to talk more about that, but
right,
continue.
walking in the doors, knock knock. But I just answered. It was a post on Craigslist. It was kind of earn as you learn. That's when you could originate mortgages and not be licensed at the same time. That was when I was at Supreme with the correspondent lender.
Okay, great.
And yeah, got licensed and had to learn how to sell a mortgage and
Mhm.
just kind of just stuck with it ever since.
Cool. What was it about the Craigslist, the ad that you're like, I'm gonna give these guys a call. I'm gonna try this.
It was kind of like in banking. Like I always thought, I wanted to be in banking or maybe the 9 to 5. I don't know. Just
Okay, a
I
little
could
bit
be
better
good in
hours.
banking. Yeah, but better as long hours or whatever. But it was just not banking. It was just the mortgages and
Then it was
just
probably the money too, right?
yeah, the money and just helping people. Helping families or it's something to help someone with like their biggest transaction of their life. Most people, it's the biggest
It's your
purchase that
house.
they're going to make. You know what I mean?
No
So
doubt, no doubt.
it's just fun to help families, find a place and get into a house to, make memories and stuff like
Oh,
Mm.
so good. Take a quick step back. What was some of the door-to-door stuff? Because I'm a big door-to-door guy myself, so I always
Yeah,
get
me too.
excited when I hear
Right.
about door-to-door.
that. So my
Awesome.
first job out of college was Fastenal. So that's like business to business, door to door. So you're signing up new clients. When I sold insurance, that was actually there's a lot of great stories there because that was like two families, selling like insurance policies in their home at their kitchen table.
So like final expenses or?
No, just like they all like life insurance.
Okay,
And
yeah.
all that. So
Wow,
you
that's tough.
book a, cold call, book an appointment, go in there, meet their family, say hi to their kids, have a pop and leave with a check, their social and all their information. Like, so weird. But yeah, a lot of chased out of a few homes and at least I could hold my own and a couple times. I'm like, get out of here.
Well, that dovetails very nicely into the next thing I was going to ask you about.
Mhm.
Because this is a question, sometimes people are humble, and I think you're a little bit humble when it comes to what you're really, really good at. So let me ask you this. What would you say your superpower is? And if you're not quite sure, I know what it is already, but let's hear what you
Yeah,
have to say, Brad.
Let's hear it from your perspective.
Right. So um I don't know. I kind of I saw this question. I'm like really didn't know how to answer, but I would say, like you said, and what I think you're gonna say, but family communication. I feel like I think a really good thing is for me is that I'm a good listener. Right?
Mm.
Think that I'm a good listener. It's just especially when you're talking to a family or you're talking to someone taking an application, you need to listen to their wants, their needs, and accommodate the plan or a program to them. So
Yeah, no doubt. Listening is everything. What did you say again? No, just kidding.
Oh yeah, come on, sure.
All right, having fun here. And so 2019 is here.
Yeah.
The shift is coming. And I'm sure you have some big goals, Brad. I'm following you on Facebook. You're always
Mhm.
very positive and inspirational and stuff like that.
Sure,
So
for sure.
tell us some of your plans for 2019, some of your goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
2019 is kind of, it switched recently from, company to company. And sometimes that always is harder than you think. You know, you take more of a step back. So it was kind of like the transition in the end of 2018. 2019 is kind of basically all about growth.
Mm.
You know, I have the business plan together. You know, my goal is 50 families, but it's very minimal, you know, in my eyes. So I want to crush that. I recently got relicensed in Florida, so I
Yeah,
have a lot
awesome.
of good stuff, you know, going in Florida.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, is
What
that
is it
on
about
a-
Florida that has you interested in expanding out there?
Just because
Yeah.
Florida is busy right now, and
Mhm.
Minnesota is not so much, you know, because it's cold. So it's nice to be able to flip flop, you know, when Minnesota maybe slows down a little bit, you know, forget about your referral partners and all that, but it's nice that you could flip over to Florida when they're
course.
busy and then just kind of handle both of it.
No doubt.
So,
Are you making
for
some
sure.
connections out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did a Facebook post and, you know, a lot of friends on Facebook helped me out with some, you know, some big
Some
time agents
opportunities?
down there and opportunities.
For
So
sure. What's the
it's very
market
good.
like down there? Are you trying to connect with a lot of like rental? Is it a lot of rental property down there? Is that kind of your focus down
You
there, or
get
are you looking some
some rental, but a lot of just,
residential?
yeah, residential and all that. But Florida's not as saturated as Minnesota. So
Mm.
sometimes,
Interesting.
you know, when, you know, here you get a pre-approval and then, you know, it's one thing to get qualified, but then now you need the accepted offer. Whereas
Hmm.
normally down in Florida, once they submit an offer, they're most likely gonna get the property. You know, so you're not like,
Why do you think it's not as saturated?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is Florida bigger? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Florida,
Or
I mean,
just-
seriously,
I don't know.
Florida adds, and I heard this stat recently, 1,000 new residents a day. So you would think there'd
Right.
be
That's what I was
just
thinking
huge,
too.
huge opportunities with people. And even my dad, he stayed, my parents stayed in this retirement type community, Rotunda West. And there's signs all over the place because these people that are buying these properties are 60, 70 years old. And
Right.
unfortunately, those people pass on. So there's a lot more, you know, transactions going on simply because they're not young families moving into the area oftentimes.
Uh-huh.
So people die and the house has to be sold and
For sure.
transactions happen.
That's
So,
true.
For sure. Nice.
Um,
And I could be wrong on the Florida. We'll figure
Well,
it
yeah,
out.
I
right?
talked to somebody, a lender out of Weston, and they said it was busy out in that South Miami area. But somewhere up by Sarasota wasn't as booming, say. So I'm sure there's areas that are hotspots for
Yep.
sure in Florida.
no
For
doubt. So let's get back to the Minneapolis market though. And how do you foresee the shift changing your business and what are you doing to prepare for that?
Mhm.
And what is the shift, by the way, for people that don't even know? I don't even really know ultimately.
Right.
what it
Right.
is.
We asked the question, but we
Yeah. Like what is
It's
it?
a hot
we wanna
button
know.
word.
It is. It's
I don't, and I think if you asked any lender, any realtor, you probably get a different answer each time. I mean, you have, you know, clients that think the bubble's coming again and rates are gonna go back to 2% or the low threes, and I'm like, well, no. You know, like they're low enough the way it is. And I don't know. I don't really get caught up in all that.
Mhm.
You know, it's like you're gonna, you know, see values increase year over year, you know, in houses. I doubt the market's gonna, you know, crumble
no bubble?
like it did in 2008. I mean, me personally, I think the bubble would be like more credit card debt versus housing.
Mhm.
And it's just
Also, college debt.
and student loans.
Student loans is
Mhm.
crazy right now.
Everything like that. So, I don't know. I don't really get tied up into all that stuff. It's kind of more like, let's go to work and find
You're
out how
right.
we can help today.
People are gonna buy and sell regardless.
For sure. Yeah, there's always a need. Someone needing a house or selling.
Yeah, and haven't rates dipped
A little bit.
a little bit
Yeah.
recently?
Mhm.
Right.
So are there some potential opportunities for refis that you may not have considered
Yeah.
a month ago? Or even?
I mean, with the refi, it has to be beneficial. So it's like you can't write a loan for someone and put them in a worse off position. So a lot of times, you know, if I'm doing a refi today, you know, you're actually taking them off of a lower interest rate and putting them in a higher rate. But whether that's doing a cash out loan or, you know, you have to get the property out of someone's name, you know, sometimes it is what it is, but it's gotta be beneficial, you
Sure.
know, to.
What if I wanted to buy a hot tub and I came to you and I was like, I want to take money out of my house and buy a hot tub? Would you give me?
I would probably tell you to go to like your credit union or local bank or
Yeah.
go ask
Grab a
mom for
person,
some
yeah.
money. You know, it's not worth
Nah,
Smart.
It's not worth touching your loan for that.
I like that about you.
So,
You're honest with people, even if
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily always benefit you, right?
right, for sure.
That's everything.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to pay closing costs. You're double paying on your
Oh
hot tub.
man, I have a story. When I was like 25. Worst purchase I ever made in my life. I bought a house and I bought a $12,000 hot tub on credit. And then like 3 or 4 years later, probably 4 or 5, it froze up.
Yeah.
Hot tub did.
Right.
And it was a $12,000 hot tub. It had the TV and everything.
That's waterfall.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, but it
Changing
lit up.
Lit up,
DVD
yep.
player cable hooked up to it.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, but yeah, that's my worst
Was it worth
purchase
it?
ever. No.
wasn't
No.
worth it.
No,
No.
never do it again. I
No.
always advise people hot tubs are a terrible idea.
My parents had one outside. They put it in the basement. And we literally had to cut like the foundation of the house to get the hot tub down there.
Oh, wow.
No, it doesn't work for years.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're gonna have a patio door to get out of the house.
So Brad, you definitely are talking about growth. 2019 is the
Yep.
year of growth for you. What is it that motivates you?
I would just say family, kids, providing.
You have some beautiful kids. How old are they?
6 and 8. Yeah,
6
two
and 8.
boys,
So
Aiden and
fun.
Ethan. But my dad was really kind of a workaholic and grew up on a farm and all that. But I think we just kind of growing up with him saw his work ethic and all that kind of helped me. You know,
So it's in your blood?
right.
What does
just
your
kinda-
dad do?
He's retired now, but was a jack of all trades. Worked at kind of did a lot of machining, but you name it, he could fix it, make it, whatever. So that brain's kind of skipped probably my generation. I got like the talking, I guess.
That's just like me and my dad.
Yeah, my brothers are both. My 2 younger brothers were both engineers. My one Kevin's a double mechanical and industrial engineer. I'm just like, where'd the smartness go for me?
It's your ability to communicate, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yep.
Great
So-
skill to have. But getting back to your boys, I mean, you mind diving into that a little bit more, how they motivate you?
I mean, just providing for them, being there for them, you know, I mean, love them to death, and you get them on the bus or get them to school and, you know, go and get your day done so you get home to them after and be there for them and whatever. So it's just, like I shared that post on Facebook the other day. I'm like, having kids is like having 2 broke little best friends. I think you're rich. And I'm just like,
That's such a good
Wow,
point.
that
we're going out to eat today. I'm like, no, we're getting a toy. I'm just like, you bring your wallet? I'm like, I'm broke. And I actually said this yesterday. He's like, let's go to eat. I'm like, no, I'm broke. He's like, you got a credit card?
Oh, man.
Oh,
It's like,
no.
Come on, little buddy.
yeah. So,
Oh, man, I
it's
love it.
funny.
Oh, and then your other post about you doing airplane rides and stuff with them. I just love that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's
That's what it's all about. It's about a legacy, being able to provide
Well,
for them.
We normally on Sundays watch America's Funniest Videos. So then they always
Mm.
want to do a funny video. And I'm like, well, you can't just make one up. It has to be like spur of the moment. But Ethan actually, the young one, he reported that. And Aiden just drooled on me on accident.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It wasn't planned.
Oh,
I didn't see the drool part.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought you were doing
Yeah.
airplane type rides.
No, so when I pushed him and rolled over because he was laughing so hard, he drooled on me.
Oh,
So
awesome.
that's why I was like,
Submit it to America's Funniest Home Videos.
oh, I should do that.
You never know,
For
right?
sure. That's the money.
love it.
Very cool. Angel, any
Any questions? Well,
I got one last one,
You
but
do
you
it
can do a
before-
little fast. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
you do your last question. I got this surprise.
Tell us something, Brad, that nobody or not many people know about you.
This is another hard question because I'm kind of an open book. And I would say something most people don't know is that at night, I make sure like the garage door and doors and everything are locked. Because one time when I was little and a kid, I saw like a weird shadow and was scared. So we gotta sleep with
Yeah.
the doors shut. I gotta make sure all the doors are locked to be safe. Sometimes if I hear a weird noise, as big as I am, I'll be like uneasy.
Spook you out.
You know what I mean? That's why I sleep.
You are.
That's why I sleep with a fan on.
Nightlight?
Like, no nightlight.
No nightlight. We can't admit that. We can't admit that on the podcast. Blinky.
So yeah, that's one thing. I always gotta make sure stuff's locked.
That's kind of boring.
Try to get in, Troy. No, get.
Yeah,
I love that post.
Try to
you
get
put
in
on.
one time.
You're like the daddy bear in the background of the bear
Oh,
cub
yeah.
in the cave.
Lurking
Just
in the
lurking.
shadows.
Just, I dare you to come after my kids.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
So
Very
my-
good.
So
Very cool.
my favorite part of the podcast is always the speed round. So I'm going to ask you some speed round questions, and you think split second
All
what
right.
what it is.
Do my best.
Ready? Round one. Text or talking?
Talking.
For sure.
for sure.
That's
Love it. Favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Friday. I'm a Monday guy. We'll go.
Monday.
I love it. Monday. Your favorite U.S. city besides the city that you live in?
Mm.
I have no idea. I'll say my hometown.
You still, yeah, you still got to stay with them. A
What's your
nickname that.
hometowns?
Yeah.
Silver Lake.
Silver Lake, right,
By
right.
Hutchinson.
Okay. Awesome. A nickname that your parents used to call you. What was your nickname?
My parents really never had a nickname. But my nickname in high school was USS Nowak.
I like
That's how I
that.
used to football.
I
So
love it.
it was USS Nowak in the Adriatic Fleet because I was on the offensive line.
You're a beast, right?
Love
yeah, so
it.
we're good. We're good at football.
You're a damn good wrestler too. That's something else. Not many
Yeah.
people
No, not me. Like they always people see the cauliflower eater.
Oh, he must be a wrestler.
know.
The last song that you downloaded or played?
Radio. I don't really. I mean, I heart radio. A lot of Christian music or some oldies but goodies.
Motivational.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, for sure.
A place you want to travel the most right now?
I'd go to Florida right now.
That'd be nice. Yeah, look at
There you
this.
go. Meet some
Yeah, right.
realtors.
Outside of
Some
this.
realtors, grow
There
some
we
business
go.
down there.
Heck yeah.
Your favorite childhood TV show?
I would say Simpsons would have been that.
Oh
back in
yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
I watched it the other day. It was just not the same.
No.
I haven't watched
Now
it
it's
for
Family
years.
Guy, right?
Family Guy. Watched that in college. Don't watch a lot of TV actually.
Mhm.
I don't have
Me
either.
cable. I just use the
Yeah.
antenna
Mhm.
Love
or
it.
Netflix.
Us too.
Netflix. Yep. Cake or pie?
Cake.
For sure. And my last one, your favorite type of muffin?
Muffin.
You a muffin
Probably-
guy?
Not really.
Mm.
Probably blueberry.
That's pretty classic. And actually, my last one I always like to know is your favorite Minnesota restaurant. Where should we go to eat? You gotta- Perkins.
I'm gonna say Pizza Ranch because that's where the boys
Oh,
really
I
want to
think-
go.
Pizza.
That sounds
We'll
like a
crush
dessert
it up there. Yeah.
Dessert pizza.
Go
That
hurt
sounds like
someone.
our lunch, right, Troy?
Go hurt someone's bottom line.
There we go.
Love it.
Make it painful. Bay Equity, Brad Nowak. How can people find you? Realtors or people interested in mortgage refinancing? What's the easiest
Okay.
way for them to find you?
Phone is always, Facebook, Google my name, Brad Nowak, Bay
Pretty
Equity.
easy.
My website's just www.applywithbrad.com.
Oh,
So
cool.
that'll bring you right there. Phone, I mean, it's pretty simple. Everything goes right to my cell phone. You just got it. I'm like, "Where
Yeah,
is it?"
yeah, I need it on me.
I was like,
Oh, I'm live.
Yeah,
Good, man.
yeah, I'm always around, always available.
Ready to crush it in 2019,
For
right?
Sure.
Mm.
Grow.
So good, man.
Sure.
Thank you so much for being on.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
If you
one
do
last
want to
thing.
mind, I want to just highlight just one thing about Bay. I mean, Bay has so many different things and programs that we can offer. I mean, we talk all day for it, but our biggest thing is our Giving to Heroes program. Right here, this little flyer. So basically, what this is it just helps with giving back to the heroes in our community. I mean, whether it's military, firefighters, law enforcement, teachers, medical, government employees. So what we do is if I originate the loan, Bay actually gives back a portion of the revenue that we would make off the file. And then we'd partner with a realtor, and then the realtor would sign up and be able to give 10% of the realtor's commissions. So basically, if they're buying a $250,000 house, at closing, get this nice big Bay Equity check. And I mean, these are just examples, but we'd be able to give $1,125 back to the client as a credit and closing costs. So it's just a way to.
That's like a nice couch or something for
Right,
the new house,
right.
right?
So it's just a way to kind of separate ourselves, work with the referral partners. That's one thing that I'm trying with my business too, is just to separate, because I think when you work with a lender and a realtor, a lot of those, become very transactional. It's like my biggest goal, sometimes if I sit down with a new agent and be like, well, what are your goals? Or how can I help you grow? Because if I help you, I benefit.
Absolutely.
And it's like, no, let's just not do one deal. Like, let's grow, let's capture clients and just kind of develop that
Long-term relationship.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
For sure.
That's so powerful.
Having something like this is a way to kind of, put a realtor right there and co-market or yourself, and just kind of find these people to be able to kind of give them, the
That's
discount
great that you're
credit.
supporting military, police, firefighters,
Yep.
those heroes. That's awesome.
And then VA has great programs, I think you use with all of them.
Do you specialize in VA too?
Yeah, but sometimes, depending on, what they're looking to do, sometimes it might not be the best program,
Perfect.
but,
All right, Brad.
So-
Really appreciate you.
good, yeah, no, thanks for
Thank you
having me
so
on.
much, Brad.
It's fun.
Rock
This has
and
been
roll.
Angel Talamontes here with Quick Leads Local,
And Troy Thompson, Pinnacle Insurance in Minnesota.
signing off from the Pinnacle Insurance Studio. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right.